Welcome guys to a brand new series on the channel named Halo Weekly. This will be a show where every single Friday we discuss everything that's happened in the previous week of Halo and what to expect and look forward to in the next coming week. To make sure that you are kept up to date with everything that's going on within the campaign, multiplayer, and just the general world of Halo. We do have quite a few interesting stories to cover in this episode, so make sure you guys do check the timestamps down below, leave a like if you did enjoy the video, and subscribe of course for brand new content coming every single day. Without further ado guys, let's get straight into it. The first story to cover today, as you've probably seen from the intro, Joseph Staten tweeted something this morning about having some issues whilst writing some form of script. Of course, he didn't give us any details in depth into what it was or what script it was. He literally just said that he'd overcome an issue whilst writing. This has got myself and a lot of people curious as to what it could be that he was referring to, and there are a lot of mixed opinions in the community. Some people believe that he may be helping with the narrative of the new Halo TV show that's coming out in 2022, but I would find that pretty unlikely, to be honest. Others think that he could be working on some form of spin-off game like ODST or a Reach style game, and others even think that he's writing scripts and the storyline for Halo Infinite DLC. I fall into that category as well, and to be honest, I heard about this a while back, but this pretty much indirectly confirms that. Hopefully I'm not reading too far into it, but let me know your thoughts down below. Now, it's important to note that he may not be referring to DLC 1 here, and if this is related to DLC, I don't think it would be DLC 1. DLC 1 should and most likely will be pretty much complete right now, probably going through its polishing and its balancing stages. He could just be referring to DLC 2, DLC 3, or even DLC 4. We don't know how far ahead 343 Industries are with their DLC, but I'd be very surprised if they were just starting to film and record and put together their first DLC package right now, because they would be very behind if that was the case. For those of you guys out there that don't really know why Joseph Staten is such a key and loved figure in the Halo universe, let me briefly explain. Joe Staten was in charge of the narrative, the cameras, and all of the stories from the previous Halo games, such as Combat Evolved, Halo 2, Halo 3, ODST, and Reach. All of these games had fantastic stories with memorable characters at the same time. And how can I forget legendary gameplay mechanics, which literally went on to set the industry standard for all FPS games that we play today. Now, yes, there were many other critical figures within Bungie at the time alongside Joseph Staten, directing, developing, and creating these amazing games that we all know and love. But this man's always been at the forefront. Since he left Bungie and wasn't involved in Halo 4 and Halo 5's development, those games just didn't live up to the same expectation or hype as the other previous Bungie titles. Now, don't get me wrong, Halo 4 was a loved game, but it just was nothing like Halo 1, 2, or 3, or even ODST and Reach for that matter. So I'd be super happy if Joe Staten was writing and directing the narrative for the future Halo Infinite DLC. I think this will give us a little faith in the direction 343 will be going, knowing there's an experienced Halo veteran, a part of the team, directing them along the way. I'm very excited about this. I'm sure you guys are as well, but make sure you leave your thoughts down below. On other interesting news as well, for those that love Battle Royale titles, Halo might just be going down that route. Now, don't light your pitchforks just yet. We don't know if this is true or not, but I do want to read out this tweet here by Nibble on Twitter. And yeah, it's very, very interesting. Apparently, Certain Affinity are developing a brand new Halo Infinite game mode, which might be the long-rumoured Battle Royale mode. Now, I'm going to put the description on screen right now. We're going to read through it together. Certain Affinity has long been a close partner of Microsoft, working on various Halo titles from Halo 2 through to the Master Chief Collection to Halo Infinite. I've received some separate hints that Certain Affinity may also be working on a new game mode for Halo Infinite, which could be a take on the popular Battle Royale formula or something completely different entirely. We don't have a lot of information on this at the moment. This is just speculation. I've seen a couple of people talk about this before, but we'll have to wait and see. We don't know what Season 2 or Season 3 is going to bring us. I think there'll be one massive update, which includes the ranking system, the armor system style like in Reach, and maybe on the side of that as well, a Battle Royale could come to Halo also. I do think it will help the longevity of the game, and for those that don't like the standard Halo 4v4 multiplayer or ranked, which you're crazy if you don't, then there's obviously this mode there to appease to all of the audiences. I can see why they might do it, but whether it'll be the most respected thing in the world, probably not. But let me know down below what you think, guys. Would you want a Battle Royale mode coming to Halo Infinite? And if you do, what would you want to see? Would you want to see it on Zeta Halo, or would you want a brand new map? I mean, the map, Zeta Halo, would suit a Battle Royale, so I think it will happen. Whether it's a good thing or not, I'm not the one to decide, but I can definitely see a Battle Royale coming to Halo Infinite in the future. In other news, Big Team Battle is fixed. Nope, it's still busted. Big team battles have been broken literally since the launch of Halo Infinite's campaign. As soon as that update was pushed, Big team battle just took a step back and thought that it would take a month off or so to recover from the hype from the first couple of weeks of launch. However, it was confirmed by John over at 343 today that 343 will actually have an update to share with us around Big team battle and their plans to fix the broken mode, and hopefully some patch notes going along with it as well. This should be shared with us by the end of today. It was also reported there was an issue in free-for-all modes whereby matches were not showing stats or reward progression towards challenges. This is now resolved and no download was needed for this fixed. It was automatically pushed over the air. And finally, Behemoth was removed from ranked Capture the Flag pairing, meaning you now literally can't play Behemoth Capture the Flag in a ranked playlist on Halo Infinite anymore. I can see why this was a big problem. The size of the map and just in general the size of the teams, and not to mention there are only two main ways of getting from one side of the map to the other, especially whilst lugging a flag around with you. Games could feel slow, uninteresting and just a bit annoying at times on ranked as well, especially when your teammates leave and it's just you trying to get from one side of the map to the other, and it's just a horrible time. So I'm glad to see this map removed from a competitive standpoint, but of course the map will still remain in CTF on non-ranked modes and playlists. Don't forget guys, if you do encounter any issues with Halo Infinite, make sure you report it by opening a ticket, and I'll leave the link down below to be able to go and do that. 343 actually do review and feedback these tickets that we do log about any issues that we encounter within the game, so they're very handy and useful to raise if you do encounter an issue within multiplayer or even the campaign, so I would use this feature as much as possible. The next story to cover is actually from Jerry Hook, who details that the changes coming to the store and the Battle Pass in Season 2, which, if all goes to plan, should be here alongside co-op in May time. Multiplayer credits will be earnable in Halo Infinite Season 2 Battle Pass, allowing players who purchased it to earn those credits back to buy the next Battle Pass or any cosmetics in the store that week. This is a much needed feature, as right now you can either buy the Battle Pass and have some form of progression or ranking, or just don't have anything at all, which literally gives you zero reason or motivation to play Halo. So it is a bit naff, and it was confirmed in Season 2 that we should be getting some changes made to that. There's been no word on a ranking system implementation from 343 or a timescale as to when one will be implemented into the game, but all we know right now is they're working on it and that we'll get it in the near future. I'm potentially saying that with Season 3 we might get a ranking system. I can't see Season 2 being the one when we do. I just feel like we're going to be a while without one, which is unfortunate, but it is what it is. Even if they added a basic ranking system into Season 2 just to give people a reason to jump back on and play, I'd be really happy with that. 100%, and even a roadmap of content. We don't know when anything's dropping at the moment. We only know when Season 2 is, and we kind of have a small roadmap of when the little events within Season 1 are taking place, but I would really like to see a roadmap of the new content drops for Season 1, Season 2, Season 3, and even for the campaign to understand when DLC is coming out, if they have any additional events planned for the campaign, just general things like this, but I'm sure we'll get them over time. As of today, Friday the 28th of January, this is the Halo Infinite store. Okay, that's enough of that. Still overpriced as ever. However, there were plans to reduce the prices of the items in the store. This was openly discussed by the members of 343 over on Twitter and other locations like Reddit, and to be honest, the reduction hasn't really been crazy, but at least we've seen some. So thank you 343, we're going in the right direction, but maybe just a little more would be great. Thank you. Our final story is around the Halo TV show that's coming later on this year. I'm personally really excited about it. I cannot wait to see what it's going to be like. Just seeing some of the trailers for it and knowing that a lot of it takes on Reach. We have so much stuff to absolutely nerd out about in terms of lore, and I really can't wait to give it a watch. And to make it even more interesting and exciting, a brand new trailer for the Halo TV show will be dropping on Sunday. So I'll be reacting to it on the channel, so make sure you guys stick around and I'll subscribe for that as well, because I'll be putting out my reaction as soon as the trailer does drop, and I'm super excited to watch it and to see how it compares and links to the lore of Halo Infinite. Maybe we could get a little bit of extra lore and find out where the likes of Locke are and other things like that. That would be really interesting. I'd be very, very happy if they did link in with the actual game itself. Of course, the initial trailer for the Halo TV show is already out, so if you wanted to go check that out, then it is available on YouTube, so you can go search for it and give it a watch, and then let me know your opinions down below. But yeah, very excited for that. It's going to be really, really cool. No release date as of now, but yeah, later on this year, so make sure you guys do keep an eye out for that. In other Halo TV news, just to add on to the end of this point here, apparently the Halo TV series is going to be cancelled after one season. Now, this was a tweet by Halo Swallower, so I don't know how legit this is, but yeah, pretty concerned that they're looking to cancel it after one season, and we haven't even seen the first episode yet, or had the official trailer. I mean, whether this will change in the future, whether this is due to political reasons, we don't really know at this point. But yeah, I wanted to add that into the end of here, and I don't know if this is true or not, but let me know what you think down below of this. But guys, that's all for today. Not too much has gone on in the past week, to be honest, within Halo, and to be honest, I'm only looking forward to the future with DLC, a multiplayer ranking system, Forge that we've all seemed to have forgotten about, working custom games, theatre mode, armor systems. I just can't wait. There's a lot to come in Halo Infinite, and I really can't wait for all of it to come. And in a year or two's time, this game will be completely different to what it is now, and we'll be looking back to this point and thinking, Jesus, how do we cope in that state? I'm really looking forward to it. But guys, let me know down below what you think of Halo Infinite currently, what you want to see in Halo Infinite come from DLC or other implementations or even the seasons, and if there's any questions or any information that I might have missed or anything you've got around any of the stories we've covered in today's video, do leave them down in the comments and I'll reply to as many people as I possibly can. But guys, enjoy the rest of your day, take care, and I'll speak to you all soon.